Hello, my doves, and welcome back. I know it's been quite a while since I've posted a new video for you. I'm very sorry about that. I am in a temporary arrangement right now while I kind of wait for everything to settle down. So we're going to be making a jar for inner peace, kind of calming nightmares today. But we're just going to start with cleansing the jar with our incense as usual. I've got a mix of white sage and dragon's blood. It's kind of just my signature scent as far as that's concerned. Now, if you remember the dream video I did a couple weeks ago, we're going to be using similar ingredients but with different intention and a few different things because we want to promote good dreams, purification, protection, but that inner peace, not so much opening the mind to dreams, but making sure the dreams that happen are pleasant. And this one's actually not for me. This is going to be a gift for a very dear friend of mine. So my intentions are going to be slightly different this time. As I'm adding in my Dead Sea salt, same base as we used in the last one, about 2.5 spoons of that. I'm going to be thinking about this person and how much they mean to me, and therefore how much I want this to protect them and their dreams and their happiness. Move on to our white sage. 1 leaf of that. I'm going to break it in half. That one's also for purification, protection, kind of a basic ingredient for most things. And then specifically for the sake of pleasant dreams, I'm going to go to our rose hips. We used that in the last one. Big, red, very fun to play with. Very interesting texture. They're a little bit wrinkly. They're dried like hard berry. 2 of those. And then we have some elderberries. For the purification, protection, abundance in dreaming. I'm going to do a spoon and a half of the elderberries. And then jasmine flowers. These are used for very potent dreams, and we're going to infuse these with a lot of positivity for good dreams all the way around. And yes, I'm sorry if this video is also a little bit of a strange, faraway angle. I'm standing up right now because the way that I have everything set up right now, there was no good way for me to get my chair over here. Oopsie doodle, get that one in there. So yeah, I'm standing, the microphone is up here, and I'm slightly crouching to reach everything on the table, which is why the perspective is just a little funny this time around. I have the camera at a bit of an angle so that I don't bump into it too much, which I always do anyway, but doing my best. And then moving on to our stones, we have a collection. So I have 2 pieces of regular clear quartz. And clear quartz is good for pretty much everything as far as protection, purification, cleansing, positivity. It will take whatever energy you want to give it. Then I have some red jasper for protection and grounding. A couple pieces of that. And these 3 stones are ones that I took over to my friend and had them kind of familiarize with their own energy to make it a little more potent for him. Instead of my energy, everything I've made so far has been for me, so I wanted to make sure that his energy got in these. So I have a red tiger's eye. Very good for protection. Warriors used to carry these in ancient Rome, actually. It was favored among them for protection during battle. So since we're battling some nightmares, battling some demons in your sleep, we're going to include that. A piece of milky quartz, similar to the clear quartz as far as purification, protection, and overall happiness. And then I have a round of labradorite. Now this one's going to be more for the healing aspect of the inner peace and getting rid of the nightmares, removing anxiety and stress. You know, this person's been kind of stressed lately. A little bit of it's my fault, but also pet issues, money issues, things like that. Just stuff that, you know, we all deal with at some point or another. But we're going to include this as the capstone piece in there. This was the one I wanted to make sure I got specifically for him. So that goes on top. And we take our cork and mush it all down. And we've got a very interesting color palette in this one. It's very different than the jar I made for my own dreams in my last video. That one, I felt a lot of blues, a lot of wanting to seek, to find, to amplify my dreams. This one has a lot of white and a lot of red because we're combating the negative energy in the dreams. So this one has similar components but ended up being very different. And that's kind of the beauty of it. There's no one size fits all for anything. So the only thing left to do now is seal it. I'm going to use a white candle this time instead of the blue candle. And I'm already dripping wax. Give that a second to start pooling. It's actually pretty funny. I didn't say anything last time, but I was so proud of myself. I managed to not burn myself with the candles whatsoever when I was making my dream jar. So fingers crossed I can do that again and not burn myself this time. I don't have my usual plate that I collect the wax on. Actually, let me check and see if I can find it real quick because it'd be nice to not make a whole mess on my altar cloth. What do you know, I found it. Yes, I still haven't cleaned it. At some point, I think I'm just going to let the wax build up and then we'll do a whole wax scraping video together and we're just going to play with it. It's going to be super fun because I love the feeling of scraping dried wax off of things. It feels really good. So we'll do that together sometime, just kind of like I did the bubble wrap. But I think the candles had long enough. So let's go ahead and seal this baby up, get it ready for my dear, dear friend. I hope he likes it. I hope it works as well as the dream jar did for me. I have phenomenal results to share from my dream journal on that one. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but pretty close. So we'll talk about that very soon. But for now, let's go ahead and seal this one up so I can give it to my friend tomorrow. until I blow out the candle, and then I blew some hot wax right onto my finger. Shoot. But we're gonna let that dry. That is a fairly thick, fairly even seal around the outside of the jar. And again, this one is designed to be subduous, so I did seal it quite a bit thicker than I did my other jars, to make sure that it's not going to bust open or leave a lot of residue. But there is our final product. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this gives you some ideas for crafts that you can make for yourself. Have a wonderful Beltane. Enjoy the holiday. I love you all, and I'll see you next time. Have a great night.